we need to go for that kind of pedagogical approach, because we have been talking about in this National Curriculum Framework 2005 that we need to shift from the rote learning methods to experiential learning methods. But given the population of students that we have in classrooms, which varies from 40 to 70 at times, which is not a good number per se, because the classroom ratio, I mean, 1:25 or maximum 30 should be there. And RTE has emphatically focused on that. But since we know that we have so much of student population and we need to cater to that. So the best thing that we can do is that we reduce the curriculum load. That's one aspect that we need to take care of. We can cull out those skills which are overlapping. Why I'm focusing on skills is that when it comes to knowledge, there's a lot of information available in the world now through internet, through other sources. But when it comes to skills, we need good trainers or master trainers to impart those skills. So the first thing that we need to bring about a change is that we should train teachers, particularly through the B.Ed programs or the D.Ed programs or those programs, diploma programs where we are preparing teachers. So we need to focus more on hands-on training for the teachers rather than just talking about so much about the subject or pedagogy and things like that, the various methods that we can use. I'll give you one simple example. We have come out with the employability skills module in which there are 5 components. So these are communication skills, self-management skills, entrepreneurship skills, ICT skills, and green skills. So for the first time, we have introduced green skills, and recently we have got the European Training Foundation Award also for introducing this green skills. So these are the innovative ideas that we need to incorporate as part of the employability skills that we have done. So teachers have to innovate on teaching. So pedagogical approach has to be such that students, they become curious. They ask questions a lot of, like you are doing. Shivesh, you are doing this. I could see the polling and activities are, although we are online, we are not just talking. Right. We are doing so many things together. Yeah. This is the approach that teachers can. So cognitive skills that we can do. So creating awareness, special training, community awareness, school industry collaboration that we have talked about, like inviting entrepreneurs from the industry and talking about how they are managing their businesses. Mentorship and guidance, changing the pedagogical approach from experiential, from the rote learning to experiential learning, developing lesson plans, which actually help a student to understand the application of the knowledge. Right. We don't have such lesson plans as such because we focus mostly on the knowledge aspect. But how we do that? And then one of the very important aspects is we help students to apply their knowledge by taking them out of the classrooms. Like classroom should be such that they do a lot of activities in the classroom, and when they go out, we talk about knowledge. So it has to be reversed. What we have been doing is we have benches and chairs in our classroom, which is cluttering the whole classroom. We have to do away with this concept of benches. Earlier we had gurukuls, and gurukuls were there in the field, not in the classroom. And the guru was having just a hut where they used to live. But the students were asked to go to the jungles, to the field and collect material from there and come back. And the guru used to discuss about those materials. Right. ये किस चीज का बना है? ये ऐसा क्यों टेढ़ा मेढ़ा क्यों है? ये सीधा क्यों नहीं है? इसमें कौन से कीड़े लगे हुए? So the classroom should not be just textbook oriented or teacher centered. It has to be whatever material students have collected from the field, they can discuss. ये हमने resources लेके आए, इसको हम कैसे बिजनेस एंटरप्राइज में या एंटरप्राइज में कैसे हम इसको चेंज कर सकते हैं इन रिसोर्सेज. लाइक तेंदुपत्ता, ट्राइबल्स हैव बीन डूइंग इट फॉर इयर्स. हु टोल्ड देम कि तेंदुपत्ता को हमें कैसे यूटिलाइज करते. देयर वाज नो टीचिंग.
So the factory model of education, what we lament,
yes.
right? We have got disconnected with real issues. And then we get lost into textbook. टेक्स्ट को फिनिश करना है, जबकि जो जीवन की जो समस्याएं हैं, जो जीवन की जो सच्चाई है, उससे कैसे हम बच्चों को उसके निकट लाते हैं. I think those are the things which is important.
And we have to start early. That is why I said success for life or success of life. We have to teach it right from the beginning. ये सक्सेस है क्या? सक्सेस ये है कि हम हाथ से क्या कर रहे हैं. डिग्निटी ऑफ लेबर, you know, working with hands. All these things will lead to success in life, but we have not been teaching that.
Right. Professor Saab, Colonel Pokhriyal has raised his hand. Colonel Saab, agar aap one quick point.
So you know, Professor Mehrotra touched few points, and then you know, so what is जब Professor Mehrotra बता रहे थे, so MEPSC as the only sector skill council mandated for entrepreneurship. The government, the Secretary of Government of India of Ministry of Skill Development, as the chairperson of the you know, PMKY, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana Steering Committee, the government, you know, was sensitized, but they took that decision that we really have to mass scale it. So they asked us to come out with a module which will be given to all the, you know, students, beneficiaries of this Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, which is the flagship, you know, skilling scheme for the government of India, to teach them about English, entrepreneurship, and employability. What Professor Mehrotra mentioned, and we have already certified more than 50,000 candidates, and we have been awarded by Golden Peacock Award, National Skilling Award by the government of you know, Haryana, and many such organizations. Total 6 awards we have got it. Why? Because this is a program which has been culled out by, you know, getting the ideas from the academicians, practitioners, from the all the stakeholders in the ecosystem. About, you know, 50-60 stakeholders were there who gave the idea, culled out this kind of a table of content. The course curriculum, model curriculum was devised, and then it was accepted by the PMKY steering committee, and it has been enforced under the scheme. Point which Professor Mehrotra is saying is absolutely valid. We really have to give this kind of a knowledge, wherein you give the financial literacy, the digital literacy, the employability skills, the leadership, communication, negotiation skills, so many facets which are so very important for these impressionable minds at the right age. If you really give them those skill set, they'll start thinking. They really have to just guide it. And what is being done is MEPSC, as the, you know, training and assessment, is also a mandate with us. So for teachers and assessors, so all these questions in your last poll, what was there, MEPSC has developed the curriculum, the pedagogical tools as to how to transfer that knowledge from the minds of the teacher or the trainers to the student's mind, and how to, you know, take away from the rote learning to the learning outcomes, or the, you know, outcome based skilling concept. That is what MEPSC is doing, and we really want to, you know, take this moment at a very, very mass scale with all the gurus here as part of the ecosystem, and many more will be joining us in future.
So